repair. Maybe it's tires. You know, if you're going to do a long distance drive, you want to make sure you have at least 3,000 or 4,000 miles worth of tread left. They know, and I trust them. And I buy my tires there because they sell them at a wholesale price that includes installation. And knowing Doug, they will figure out some kind of an arrangement where I can get it done without having to blow up the day. So, and they'll do the same thing for you. That's what they're built on, customer service that exceeds your highest expectations. So if you need a lift back to your office or home, don't hesitate to ask. Whatever it takes. Appointments, they do that as well. Show up, get your car in, get it out unless you have some kind of major repair that needs to be done. You can trust the service, the products, and the people at all 4 Don Duncan locations, including high atop Mount Duncan. That's the big hill behind the McDonald's on Highway 14 in twice-a-day Millbrook. Also in Millbrook on Cusada, downtown at 408 Madison. In fact, they'll be open tomorrow morning. If you're off tomorrow, maybe that's the day to get your car taken care of. And, of course, on Bell Road, just north of Vaughan, where Doug and his group take care of business for you. McDonald's didn't stop serving the apple pie, says Steve.
No, they did.
They went to a baked version. Now they are back to frying them. Happy Thursday. Steve, thank you. Our listeners always fill in the blanks. So going back to you, you said that your weather, you have a thing at home that gives you an alert wherever there's
a little waves pattern, a wave sound plays. It sounds like a tornado siren.
Yeah.
It's very quick.
Very quick.
You heard it
yes.
at the house before. It went off 14 times in 1 hour from the New Orleans Weather Office, which is located in Slidell, by the way.
So I wonder if I should text Goose and make sure everything is okay down there.
I was going to say, if she has a weather radio, she was awakened several times. And by the way, if she does not have a weather radio, we need to take care of that.
Yeah.
Living in New Orleans and not with a weather radio?
Yeah. That's a great idea. Where would I get one of them?
Anywhere, like a Walgreens or any of the big box stores. Anywhere has weather radios. CVS, all kinds of stores. Even places like Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Target.
Why that never occurred to me, knowing what can happen in New Orleans.
Probably you can't get it at the store on 31.
Oh.
Probably there's no weather radios there.
No, they have them. They just have a different alarm. When you hear, it's going to get steamy outside. Duh. Crap jokes like that have made me a living, blah, blah, blah. All right, looking ahead to Morning Maroons late in the show. And depending on what time I'm allowed to stay today, it'll be either at 8:40 or 8:45. It's become a thing. Teens driving their e-bikes through Walmart. It's happened in California. It's happened in Texas. It's a thing. And these teen flash mobs, too. These, I don't know what they call them, rage outs or something like that. What's going on with our teenagers, ladies and gentlemen, that they're acting out in this aberrant way? And bad news for drinkers, let me preface this. A new study says that no amount of alcohol is healthy.
That I'm in trouble. I'll drink to that.
Yeah. Well, look, this reminds me, we've talked about this many times. Back in I think it was the early 80s, some pompous group of scientific a-holes said that eggs are bad.
Yeah.
Don't eat eggs. You'll get cholesterol.
Oh, eggs, coffee has been, yes, it's good. Now it's not. Yes, it's good. Now it's not.
Yeah. Then they come out later and say, no, they're a great source of protein.
Yeah.
Of course, if you fry them in half a pound of butter, it's not quite as healthy.
The healthiest way to do eggs is supposedly poached, right?
Yes.
That's the healthiest way.
Like a little microwave toy that we have that does them in less than a minute.
Yep.
All right. The market is up today, starting out, as I was kind of surprised to see the headline that the agreement, the memorandum of understanding with Iran has been signed already. They were going to do it in Geneva. They canceled that. It's done. But of course, you're dealing with a crazy country, and we can only hope and pray that they're going to stick to it. I guess we'll find out in due time. But Brett McDonald watches the money for us. He sent me a thing through email yesterday. Mm-hmm. I have a little account. I don't play in your ballpark, mister. I have a little account there. It's just in case I croak. It'll be a little something for somebody. And I was shocked to see how well it's done above the dollars that went in. And it's basically it's not a high risk kind of a thing. He's got it set up so that if the market has a bad day, precious metals and stuff like that keep it from going too low. And over the course, they just leave it sit. And it's done really, really well. You may be interested in something like that. If you are, you can reach out to Brant. He's got an incredible team of people with him at Invista Advisors, and that number is 387-0094. I've had several listeners ask in the last couple of weeks to arrange a meeting with him. And if you're interested in the Elon venture, things like that, he'll give you his take on what to expect and how to go about investing in IPOs and other things. 387-0094 for Invista Advisors. We trust the skipper. Here's our first update for the morning at 6:24.
Well, we hope everybody's ready for a wet day. Going to have some rain out there today, no doubt about it, and that'll get folks slipping and sliding around. Right now, we're looking pretty good. Traffic light to moderate. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka, but is beginning to build. We will keep you updated. If you have less than perfect credit, McKenna Nissan may have just the plan for you. Talk to David Martin. He'll do everything possible to have you driving today. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 on 565 in Clanton. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
1819 News.
Governor Ivey has appointed 4 people to the Expanded Public Service Commission. Those people are Ron Burgess, Fred Johnson, DeMarcus Joyner, and Quentin Ross. The 4 will join the 3 other PSC members who are elected to that position by Alabamians. This brings the total number to 7 PSC members. These latest appointments come from 2 separate lists of recommendations that were provided by the Republican leadership and Democratic leadership within the state legislature. Over time, the 4 new positions will be transitioned into elected offices, with the 7 seats representing the same constituents within Alabama's congressional districts. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Where I was living was not a great place to live anymore. I began to pray for a place to go, praying for all of these things that a 9-year-old would want. I wanted horses, big house with a bunch of people my age. I wanted parents. I wanted a mom and a dad. Before I even prayed it, the Lord had already answered my prayer with the Big Oak Ranch. Who would that 9-year-old be if she never came to the Big Oak Ranch? I would be trying to fight for survival instead of fighting to break a cycle.
Big Oak Ranch, a Christian home for children needing a chance.
The Alabama Democratic Party has dismissed with prejudice a claim against a recent primary election that occurred in Birmingham. Wandalyn Gavan was running in that primary against Alicia Lumpkin. Gavan challenged Lumpkin's qualifications for running in that primary, saying that Lumpkin also was working for the mayor's office during that same time, which is a violation of the Democrat Party bylaws. In the dismissal language, the Democratic Party leadership noted that Gavan recently sought to withdraw her challenge in this case. Tropical Storm Arthur is expected to land along Alabama's coastline this Thursday and bring 5 to 7 inches of rain. This storm is expected to affect the southern and central parts of the state. Flash flooding is also a possibility, considering the amount of rain that is coming. I'm Andrea Tyson.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Hardwood, tile, carpet, flooring tools, and installation supplies. Find it all at Budget Floors and More in Montgomery. Big selection, contractor pricing, and personal service you won't find at the big boxes. Across from Publix in Delrata and online at budgetfloorsmgm.com.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles. Drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products, and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet feel good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. Makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
Oh, someone's in a mood.
Media.
Get ready, Central Alabama. The biggest watermelon festival yet is happening Saturday, June 27th at Sweet Creek Farm Market. They're celebrating America's 250th birthday and all things watermelon with free admission, over 100 arts and crafts vendors, a watermelon eating contest, entertainment for the kids, food trucks, and family fun around every corner. It's Sweet Creek Farm Market's biggest arts and crafts festival ever, and admission is free. Saturday, June 27th, 10 to 4 on Highway 231 and Pike Road. Come hungry, bring the family, and celebrate summer at Sweet Creek Farm Market's Watermelon Festival.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Giving you something to think about. This is Morning Shower Thoughts.
The most groundbreaking invention of all time is the shovel.
Morning Shower Thoughts.
At 6:30 with the timeline for the 18th day of June. Your host, Rich Thomas.
163 days into the year, 203 days are left. It's Bartender Day. What'd you say about alcohol?
No amount of alcohol is good.
Hey, please tip your bartender because he's working hard for you.
It's like I picked the wrong week for a drink.
It's Go Fishing Day. I don't know. I'd get it in early if I were you. It's going to get wet. International Picnic Day. Again, timing is everything, and today is not a good day for picnics. National Splurge Day. Sure, why not? And it's Wear Blue Day, and I have nothing blue on right now.
Look at me. I'm actually dressed for it.
How about that?
Totally by accident, of course.
Are you reading my timeline ahead of time?
No.
On this date in 1812, the War of 1812 begins, sometimes called the Forgotten War. Had to do with the British thinking that the U.S. were going to get greedy and invade part of Canada for territorial expansion. We almost lost the war, by the way. It's basically considered a draw. Much of Washington, D.C. burned to the ground by the British during a White House event. But we have a freak tornado to thank for that Washington event when the British were...
Yeah, tell us that story, Pops.
Well, just timing is everything. And a rare Washington tornado put a damper, you might say, on the British burning down the city of Washington, D.C. So if there's ever a right moment for a tornado, that was it.
What provoked them to do that, by the way? I thought we had that all squared away.
I don't know. I still can't write you a book report about the War of 1812.
Neither can I.
I just can't. 1815, Napoleon defeated at Waterloo, one of the most famous battles in military history, still studied in war colleges around the world to this day. Happened in 1815 on this date. 1873, Susan B. Anthony fined $100 for attempting to vote in the 1872 presidential election between Grant and a guy named Horace Greeley. She refused to pay the fine. Woman could finally vote 47 years later, 1920, with the 19th Amendment. In 1967, the Jimi Hendrix Experience made their U.S. debut at the Monterey Pop Festival. At the end of their set, Jimmy set the guitar on fire, and that he became an overnight superstar. Hey, now our song of the day. Songs of Summer series written by the powerhouse writing duo Jerry Goffin and Carole King. Summer of Love, 1967. Monkeys, do the vocals. LA Record Crew in the background. Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Down the street, it's trying hard to understand. Serenade the weekend squad who just came out to mow his lawn. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. Charcoal burning everywhere. Rows of houses that are all the same, and no one seems to care. So Mrs. Gray, she's bright today because the roses are in bloom. And Mr. Green, he's so serene, he's got a TV in every room. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Status Symbol Land. That's right. 1977, Fleetwood Mac #1 on the charts with Dreams, the group's first and only U.S. #1. Did you know that? They're only #1. 43 years ago, 1983, astronaut Sally Ride became America's first woman in space. 2009, the U.S. Senate passed a resolution apologizing to the African Americans for slavery and racial segregation. 2010, Toy Story 3 was released. That's the one where Andy goes to war with the toys, almost dies. Toy Story 4 came out a year later, and then we got, Toy Story 5 coming out soon?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's a joke in it that Tom Hanks heard for the first time, and we have a clip of that in the Cheap and Trashy where it belongs.
Birthdays. Blake Shelton is 50 years old. He's a voice judge. Carol Kane is 74 today. Paul McCartney, happy birthday, Sir Paul. He's 84 today. He's the lead singer of a group called Wings. By the way, his latest album is selling well. The Boys of Dungeon Lane. It's his 20th album. Roger Ebert would have had a birthday today. He died in 2013. Summer begins on Sunday. That's Father's Day. 16 days till Independence Day, 79 days till the Duncan and Son Predictathon. Football will be the next day. That's 80 days out. And Christmas now, 197 days away. That is your timeline.
With your host, Rich Thomas. All right, listen up. It's a big weather day.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Mr. Electric of Montgomery. Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Visit MrElectric.com.
Flood watch continues in effect for all of the area. Through Friday, actually, periods of rain and thunderstorms, locally torrential downpours, potential excessive rainfall amounts. Yeah, take a look at our weather blog this morning. 4 to 6 inches for a lot of us, 6 to 8 inches for some towns. Wow. I mean, maybe 11 inches in the Mobile area. It's just in crazy amounts. Our weather app will keep you on top of the action, plus the threat of tropical spin-up tornadoes. And that's been a problem in Louisiana all in the overnight hours. High today, 81, low tonight, 73. Friday, on Juneteenth, highs in the mid-80s. Weekend, Saturday and Sunday, more scattered showers and storms, but not as many. By that time, the remnants of Arthur will have gone past us. Right now, this morning, just crazy on the dew point with the air juiced up at 75 on the dew point. It's 78 now. It's south winds at 8 miles per hour here at 6:36.
All right, when will we start seeing rain before the morning commute is over at 9?
It's already, I can show you, well, you can pull it up as well. It's already into Lowndes County.
Oh.
So that's getting closer.
All right, you might want to leave just a little bit earlier for work today, if that's an option for you. It's 6:37.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Applied Security presents our rocket scientist of the day. Protect your home, family, and business with technologies from Applied Security. Call 279-8338 for a giant leap to a safer world. Here is today's nominee.
Okay, for some, this is going to be bad news.
What is it?
That's news of very unfortunate and unpleasant nature, but that's not important right now, Rich. For years, many people believed a glass of wine with dinner might actually be good for you.
Yeah.
Just think about all those really old French people drinking wine, living their best life. But now a study says there's no evidence that any amount of drinking improves your health. They analyzed U.S. health data and found no health benefit from alcohol at any level of consumption, whether it's a little or a lot. I'm doing all this just to play the burp sound effects. Why don't I be honest with people? Instead, they found the risk of death increases even among people who would be considered moderate drinkers. Men who drink around 2 alcoholic beverages a day, that's like 2 cans of beer, not 2 cases of beer.
Yeah.
Face roughly a 4% lifetime risk of croaking from an alcohol-related illness or injury. They also found women face a greater risk of alcohol-related liver disease than men at similar drinking levels. Researchers say younger adults get no health benefits from alcohol at all, with many alcohol-related deaths tied to car crashes, injuries, and violence. Boy, this is a positive story. Based on the findings, the authors recommend limited alcohol intake to no more than 1 drink per day. Who's on board with this?
I don't know. I need a drink though.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore.
I don't
do it.
But what damage have I done in the past? Of course, nothing's turned up. I hope.
You'll be fine.
It's the weight. That's the hardest part. That's what she said.
That's a Tom Petty song.
You're right.
The waiting is the hardest part.
And here I thought that I made that up all by my big self. Anyway, for whatever it's worth, in about 5 years, another study will conclude that, 2 glasses of Chablis will clean your pancreas or something. That it changes all the time. Just ask anybody who quit eggs for 10 years back in the late 70s, early 80s because of cholesterol. This wisdom, this science was brought to you by Mark and Vicky at Applied Security, 2 great people, local team who can secure home, business, or property and save you money. If you're currently paying more than $30 a month, you can call them at 279-8338 in the 334, 279-8338, and make an inquiry. And again, that's home, business, or property with Applied Security. Easy to work with technologies, very effective results, and savings in the process. 279-8338 local is always better than national. These are great people, been part of what we do here for more than 10 years now. And we're very grateful. So when you call them, you're helping support News Talk. Their Alabama Electronic Security Board permit number, which I'm required to give, is 276. It's only 641.
Traffic is brought to you by Victoryland. The winning is 24/7 at Victoryland. Go where the winners go every day, and you can be a winner too. Victoryland, I-85, exit 22 shorter, admission 19 and over.
What you got, Skipper?
Well, we continue to see traffic build on a Thursday morning. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka, Montgomery. We're giving you the all clear, but we are really building all over the area. Got rain on the way. Please be safe out there this morning. We will keep you updated if any accidents happen to slow you down. Imagine graduating high school with your college degree already in your hand. That's the power of early college at Trentham State Community College. No debt, no delay, just a college degree. Go to trenthamstate.edu for more information. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington.
Still out.
President Trump has signed the Memorandum of Understanding with Iran. The Iranian president also signed off on the document. Taking effect immediately, it halts the war, also starts the clock ticking on 60 days of talks aimed at hammering out a permanent agreement. Some congressional Democrats criticize the Trump administration for keeping the terms of the agreement under wraps, but Republicans, including Senators Lindsey Graham and Rand Paul, are applauding the agreement with Iran. Secretary of War Hegseth is calling out the NATO allies for not doing more to provide for their own defense. Speaking in Brussels, Hegseth announcing a 6-month Pentagon review of American forces in Europe. Tropical Storm Arthur is moving inland across southeast Texas, bringing torrential rains, potential floods, parts of Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. On Wall Street, Dow futures up 307 points. This is SRN News.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
You bought an RV, and you got an automatic discount from Progressive by bundling it with your home or auto insurance. That's great, but a serious word of warning every RVer should heed. You don't need to talk about things like dry weight or dump stations. And you don't need one of those expensive water filter straws either. Because the most extreme thing most RVers encounter is a campsite without hookups. So just enjoy yourself. And Progressive's automatic discount when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
For many homeowners, there's untapped reserves hiding in plain sight. It's not in the savings account. It's not in the stock market. It's right under your roof. Now more than ever, homeowners are sitting on record levels of home equity, and that equity belongs to you. It can be used to consolidate high-interest credit card debt, to pay expensive school tuition, to cover medical expenses, to invest in renovations, you name it, because that money is yours. This isn't about taking on unnecessary debt. It's about using an asset you already own to improve your financial position and your quality of life. The key is understanding your options and choosing the strategy that fits your goals. Let's see what's possible with the equity in your home. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
This is Jonathan with Oswald's Apparel and Footwear in Prattville. With all that's changed in the last decade, I really thought that radio advertising was dead, but I was wrong. We opened our store during the pandemic, and we wouldn't have been near as successful without advertising on Blue Water. Practically every day, someone comes in for the first time and tells us they heard about Oswald's on the radio. I highly recommend advertising with Blue Water.
Blue Water Broadcasting is the #1 most listened to radio group in the River region. Find out how to put this reach to work for your business. Call us to find out how we can help. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
It's your wedding day. Celebrate with an intimate experience of understated elegance at Madison Square Garden. No other location is surrounded by such pristine beauty, right next to Penn Station and a couple blocks from the Port Authority bus terminal. Madison Square Garden can accommodate 20,000 of your closest friends and family, and our menu boasts classic Manhattan cuisine.
Your hot dogs here.
And we also provide the master of ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your wedding party starting right now.
Book your dream wedding now at Madison Square Garden, the small venue in the heart of the Big Apple.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
At 6:47, today's Cheap and Trashy Celebrity Gossip and Showbiz report begins on a sad note with the passing of one of the founding members of Chicago. Walt Parazater had Parkinson's disease and passed away at the age of 81. He is responsible for such classic touches as the flute solo on this. And Jay, if we could share this tab, you could see a picture. That's, of course, from the Ballet for a Girl from Buchanan, specifically the song Color My World. This is not going to share? What's the problem?
I mean, I've shared it.
We did.
You just removed it.
I did. All I saw was the ad. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah.
That's him. And we saw him in town.
Yeah, we did.
Played just about till the end. I think I have one more clip. Hang on 1 second. America, while I get my act together here. Here he is talking. Oh, we need a new mouse. It just does not scroll one little step at a time. It's got a mind of its own. One moment, please. This is him talking about the origins of the band Chicago.
The inception of the band was an assembly of the best musicians I could find in the city of Chicago. We actually discussed about making the best band we could possibly make, that the band would be a musical democracy. And I said, when you give me your hand, that'll be the contract. And the only way you get out of it is to ask out or you die.
And he died.
Their first 11 albums went platinum.
Yeah.
They were numbered like Super Bowls.
They were first album was called Chicago Transit Authority, but they got sued by the city for that. So they decided not to use that name anymore.
Yeah, they went. That took a little while back because I remember we referred to them as CTA on the radio.
Yeah,
when we were playing their stuff.
Yeah,
and in the long run, that's probably better for them than it is the city. Tom Hanks and Tim Allen were being interviewed by the BBC. They found out that Woody from Toy Story has a last name, and Tom Hanks had a funny reaction.
By the way, I only recently discovered that Woody has a surname.
I had no idea. Sheriff? Woody what?
Woody Pride.
Oh.
Double twist. Jessie's full name is Jessica Jane Pride.
Oh, wait a minute. I'd heard this that they might be related.
I think that means you're siblings.
No, distant cousins, please. Please. There's something in there. Was it one of the guys on the internet that gets these names? I heard that same. How did they find this out? I play the guy. I didn't realize I had a surname.
Toy Story hits theaters tomorrow. Should be a biggie, right?
Oh, yeah. Massive.
Yeah, sure.
So Toy Story this week, Supergirl next week, which is unlikely to beat the Toy Story.
No, in fact, it's probably going to
tower.
Flop.
Then Minions the week after that. Supergirl has no chance whatsoever to make it out of the family lineup here.
No, and the young lady that stars in that movie has done herself no favors with the public.
As far as animated series, Toy Story to me is really the only one I deal with, really. Toy Story. Definitely.
I hate to be Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
But there was another passing yesterday, the girl that voiced Lilo and Stitch.
Oh.
She was the voice of Lilo. Name was Debbie Chase, and only 35 years old. She died of sepsis.
What is that?
That's an infection that sometimes they can they can work it so they can save the person, but when it gets to that, you're lucky to survive.
Wow.
And it usually starts with something else before it gets to that point. Do you remember back in 2022 a story where Olivia Wilde was served custody papers during the CinemaCon? I guess she was getting an award.
And somebody served her papers?
Yeah.
Oh wow, no, I was not. I don't remember this.
I don't either. I don't know why. It should have been, I mean, even though you don't really know much about CinemaCon, anybody getting served papers at an award ceremony.
Right.
But it happened to me in the middle of a radio show down in Florida. I'm on the air. Guy walks in the studio. I wasn't sure who he was.
What was it?
He says, "Are you Greg Boudel?" What am I supposed to say? Can't deny it. And he dumps a phone book worth of divorce papers in my lap.
Oh, divorce.
So I was doing a show with another guy on the topic of relationships.
Uh-huh.
So I got up and left. I just wasn't expecting that. So I kind of understand. Disney dads rated by hotness and parenting skills. King Triton of The Little Mermaid came in number 1 on that list. Love The Little Mermaid.
What about Simba?
Simba, let's see. Well, Mufasa made the list. Simba. No Simba in the top 10. Sorry.
No Simba.
We already did the Tom Hanks story. Have you seen the trailer for the new Spider-Man and the new popcorn bucket?
I saw the popcorn bucket. Well, yeah, I saw both. The trailer and I saw both.
The each theater chain, though, has its own design. There's Cinemark has the most popular one. It contains the popcorn bucket and the soda cup in a weird yet kind of ingenious way. I don't know. Hey, here's a list. A lot of lists today. A list of the biggest douchebags in music history. Who, would you care to guess as to who may be number 1 on this list?
I don't know why I want to think of Mariah Carey, but I kind of want to think of Mariah Carey, but I'm not sure.
Milli Vanilli?
Because if you're going throughout the entire history, there's got to be so many.
Oh, yeah. In fact, it's a list of 15.
Give us an example.
Well, number 1 on the list, Axl Rose.
Oh.
Described as a self-sabotaging rock star whose temper and control issues have overshadowed his undeniable vocal talent for decades. I've heard that about him.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Brown, his immense R&B talent, he's number 2, and apparently behaves like one as well, has been repeatedly undermined by a long pattern of violence and legal troubles. And there was a period of time where he was getting arrested on a regular basis. Let's grab this random call, our risky click of the morning.
Hey, hi, who's this?
Station Wagon Pete.
Hey, Pete, how are you?
Doing well, sir. Hey, probably the biggest douchebag in the music industry is Axl Rose.
Yeah, we just announced that. He was number 1.
He's number 1 on the list.
But let me ask, from your perspective, why you picked him.
He's just, when they were popular, he just happened to be a very obnoxious, self-centered front man.
Yeah, well, he's number 1 on the list, so good work. You, if we were making it into a contest, you would have been right.
Oh, y'all have a good day.
All right,
Thank you, sir.
Stay dry.
All right, who else do you think might be on the list?
Um,
Kanye West is on it, primarily for his narcissism.
Good, okay. That makes sense, yes.
Leave it to Bieber. Justin's number 4.
Is that
Really?
Yeah, it says, even after marriage and fatherhood brought some maturity, erratic social media behavior persists. I don't know what that means. Robin Thicke. Phil
yeah.
Spector.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Ike Turner. Oh, he was horrible. Just horrible. Gary Glitter, we know about him. His multiple convictions for child sexual abuse and possession of indecent images.
Now,
And that's why they got to stop playing that Rock and Roll Part 2 in stadiums. They still use it.
Yeah, they do. Now, some people would say Mike Love. Now, I know you're not in that camp, but
he's not on the list.
He was. He's a lot of There's a lot of people in the business that hate him.
See, I only interacted with him radio to band because we did stuff with the Beach Boys back in the 80s on the actual beach. I mean, that was kind of cool to bring them out.
That's cool. The Beach Boys.
In the sand.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons made the list.
Is that right?
Kid Rock, Adam Levine, and Liam Gallagher, along with Courtney Love. Your top 15
Why didn't I
douchebags.
think of Gallagher? I should have thought of that, yeah.
You're not going to get this kind of stuff on any other radio station, friends. I'm going to save that. That might be a good afternoon show topic, too. Your World Cup options today.
Okay.
Czechia versus South Africa. That's a big one.
Boy, you and I were talking about that this morning when we walked in.
And just about the time you're recovering from the excitement of the Czechia-South Africa game, Switzerland plays Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Oh. I got my big foam thumb for their finger for that one. It's a really long finger for the team name.
Canada versus Qatar at 6, and then Mexico versus South Korea. I don't know who to pull for in that game.
Tomorrow afternoon is what, us in Australia, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's at 2 o'clock, I think, something like that. I'm not sure if that's Eastern or Central.
All right, from the odds and ends department.
Boy, the Braves are on a big skid. Just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah, what's going on with
I
the
don't
Braves?
know. They've lost, 7 games now?
Well, the Yankees were sucking for a while. They lose Aaron Judge, and I expected them to suck even more, but they've won more games without him than with him. And I'm telling you, they need to stop the World Baseball Classic. That puts players in a highly competitive situation at the beginning of the season. They get all amped up in that, all wrapped up in that, and then it ends, and then they're back in spring training,
Yeah.
with the fat birdies and the pretty weather in Florida. And a lot of players have had really messed up seasons that played in that thing.
No doubt.
Cal Raleigh, last year, remember, at 60 home runs? He's got 7 this year.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he's been injured a lot, too. I really think that's a bad idea. But the commissioner of baseball is full of bad ideas. He's going to be sitting in front of a congressional committee about compelling players to wear the LGBTQ flag or colors on their uniforms. Players who don't want to participate in that, who write Bible verses on their hats, are the ones that are going to be punished.
Are not allowed, yeah.
So Senator Hawley, Josh Hawley from Missouri, will be calling the commissioner in to explain this. Baseball fascism. Just stay out of it. Keep it out of the games. We don't need it. We don't need political messaging in anything. And I can't wait to see him stutter and stammer on that. Tom Dreesen passed away, stand-up comic, 86 years old.
I don't think I know him.
I do. In fact, since we have time to kill and nobody murders time like this radio station here, I'd like to run a little search during the traffic update and see if we can't find a couple of clips from him. Rachel Dratch did her Debbie Downer impersonation at the Dartmouth graduation. Mike Myers said quite definitively that there will be an Austin Powers 4.
He did. I heard that. They asked him, and he was very quick to say, yes, there will be.
And they did a heck of a job in that Verizon commercial of recreating
insanely good
the surviving character. Yeah. And the funny thing is, the first time I saw it, the audio was off on my TV, or the audio from the spot wasn't coming through, so I didn't get to hear it, but I was still laughing because I could read the lips. Let's see. Other odds and ends. An animated Survivor movie in the works with animal contestants. Okay. 4 years after vocal cord surgery, John Bon Jovi says he's fully healed. But I wonder if he would take the risk of singing again and re-injuring. Break into small groups and discuss, please. Fans are waiting for Guns N' Roses to take the stage at UK's Download Festival found some entertainment of a different sort when they noticed a woman doing something to a man.
Oh?
On a Ferris wheel.
Oh.
There's probably a website for that, don't you think?
Probably.
What was she doing? Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into details, Rich. It's just one of those stories.
I haven't had the talk yet.
Yeah. All righty. It is a couple of minutes past 7 o'clock. Skipper's got traffic, not headline news. Word of a great technological breakthrough, and then Salem Radio Network News a few minutes later. Here's Skipper.
Well, so far this morning, we're looking pretty good around the area. Traffic light to moderate and building. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. Some rain in the area. Probably going to be a real nasty day to be out on the roads, but keep it here. We will keep you updated if accidents happen. Upgrade your home with Davis Store and Sash, your trusted source for replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisStoreandSashAlabama.com. Call 334-288-6010. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
This is not headline news. Johnny Depp's next movie is called Day Drinker. To prepare for the role, he studied a midday disc jockey. The Grammys are adding 5 new categories, with hopes they'll get 5 new viewers. A 6-year-old kid on a field trip found a Viking sword that had been buried for 1,300 years. Now we wait to find out if he becomes a superhero or supervillain. And a study finds that extreme exercise can increase belly fat. Well, that's why I never go overboard on exercise. Or underboard. I'm mostly smorgasbord. This is not headline news.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we saw a bunch of patients last month. Almost none came because of an ad. They came because something happened. A fight with a wife who finally said, "Get help." A breakup. A new relationship that made them aware of things they used to ignore. A photo a friend tagged them in. One guy said he just stared at himself in the mirror. And that was enough. If today's your day, call right now. 334-440-3663. I'm Dr. Smith, urologist and advisor to Montgomery Men's Health. Built on almost 15 years of treating men in Alabama, one patient at a time. Dedicated to ED, low T, and male performance. Here's what happens when you call. We book you this week. We'll get a lab in an hour. For ED, we walk you through your real options at the same visit. A plan before you leave. Don't let today turn into next year. Call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Okay, and what was that?
I'm not sure.
Electricity. It can be a little scary. Fortunately, the folks at Crosby Electric are experts, providing complete electrical services and keeping River Region homes and businesses safe since 1967.
Hate lightning.
Crosby Electric offers whole house surge protection to protect you and your possessions.
What I hate is being without electricity.
You never have to be. Crosby is an authorized generator dealer, sales, installation, and service.
Okay, our yard is dark.
Crosby does landscaping lighting for beauty and safety, as well as security lighting for all of your property.
Am I crazy, or did that light just flicker?
I'd say both.
And Crosby offers unique technology that pinpoints electrical problems even inside your walls.
Good night, honey.
Good night.
Sleep well tonight with no electrical worries. Visit CrosbyElectric.com or call 272-2085. That's 272-2085.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Everybody's talking about the new tablet, made of yellow 8x11 paper, and it has a stack of memory. And it comes with this black stylus, so you can write right on the tablet. Make a mistake? No problem. Just use the delete function and cross the mistake off. One of the best parts? The theft protection. We tested leaving the tablet on a table outside a coffee shop. No one ever steals it. It's there when you return. It's the all-new yellow legal pad and black pen, also available in white and blue.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
Rain on the way. Rich Thomas coming up right now at 7:07.
SRN News. I'm Rich Thomason in Washington.
Come on.
Secretary of War Hegseth did not sugarcoat his remarks to the NATO allies. Speaking today in Brussels, he criticizes some European countries who he says are not doing enough to provide for their own defense. Hegseth announcing a 6-month Pentagon review of American forces stationed in Europe. Labeled a Memorandum of Understanding, it has been signed by the presidents of the United States and Iran. Among other things, the MOU, which also states that Iran may not purchase or produce nuclear weapons, calls for the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. Tehran gets an end of all military action, and that includes action in Lebanon. As Russia launches more overnight attacks on Ukraine, Ukraine responds, hitting a Moscow oil refinery with drones, attacking it for the second time in a week. Dow futures up 213 points. More details, srnnews.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-555-2085. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-555-2085. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-555-2085. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-555-2085 or biglou.com.
He taught you how to ride a bike, to throw a ball and tie a tie. Silly jokes will make him laugh, but don't you touch his thermostat. He's wearing socks with sandals, he's wearing cargo shorts. If he's not watching war movies, he's out on the because he's dead. He's dead. You know he's dead. He's dead. You know it. You know he's dead. He's dead. Come on. You know. You can call him until you lose again. He's dead.
I didn't know cargo shorts were out. Why don't I ever get notifications?
I don't.
On this?
Yeah. By the time they reach me,
Why would you care?
Yeah. At my age, yeah. You got a point.
At my age. I didn't even mean that. I just
Who gives a damn?
I just meant why do you care what's in, what's out?
Well, I've already got my bag packed for New Orleans, and now I'm going to find out from Rich whether or not this trip is even a possibility.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Well, the city of New Orleans was under tornado warnings there for a couple of hours. Now it's just north of the city in the Lake Pontchartrain area. Tornado warnings continue in effect for these spit-up tornadoes that are part of a tropical system, the remnants of Arthur. So Arthur was briefly a tropical storm for a few hours, but now it's just a tropical low that's going to cause a lot of havoc. In fact, the Alabama coast could see, and parts of Louisiana as well, 11 inches or more of rain. I think easily we could see, 5, 6 here, 5 or 6 inches, some towns maybe up to 8 inches of rain. So this is serious business. So flood watch continues in effect. Eventually, I think there'll be a tornado watch, almost certainly. And periods of rain and thunderstorms will continue into tonight and Friday as well. Locally, torrential downpours, excessive rainfall totals, risk of tropical spin-up tornadoes. Our weather app will keep you on top of the action, of course. Winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. In fact, Tuscaloosa just had a wind gust of 36 miles per hour. High today, 81. Low tonight, 73. Friday's high on Juneteenth up to about the mid-80s. And on Saturday and Sunday, more scattered showers and storms, but not as many. I'll still keep the probabilities around 50 to 60% on Saturday and Sunday. Right now, this morning, juicy air, I would say, dew point 76. Temperature is 79 here at 7:11 in the morning. Wow.
Requesting permission to read the Live in Fear Doppler while you're talking about Donnie Turner.
I want to tell you about our friends at MPB. That stands for Montgomery Paint and Body. And they're located off the Eastern Boulevard on East Shirley Lane. I've been a customer for many years, 40 years. They're now into their 5th decade. They used to be located off the Northeastern Boulevard. They relocated, though. Donnie got into the business because he doesn't know how to take shortcuts in the paint and body business, and it's easy to do that, by the way. But he doesn't work that. His DNA is different. He's such a detailed guy as far as this has to be done, and it has to be done right. And that's why Montgomery Paint and Body has been in the business for so long, and they're used as a gold standard in the paint and body business. And by the way, when you get that picture of, or sometimes he'll text me, your car is ready, and I'll see, wow, that's unbelievable. Looks like it just came off the showroom floor. That's the way they operate at Montgomery Paint and Body. They will fix your car as good as new, maybe better. Did I mention the phone number? 27-REC with a W. 27-REC with a W. That's in the 334 area code.
All right, I'm looking at the Live in Fear Doppler. There is a huge bulge.
I'm sorry.
On the radar.
Oh, on the radar.
And it's just to the west of the city, so it does look like there'll be some periods of very intense rain on the ride in today.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Thank you for letting me play you for a minute.
Already dominating much of Lowndes County down to Greenville. Look at all the lightning, too. Do you see that? Down I-65 there, and that all the way down into Covington County. Wow.
Other thing I noticed by the dawn's early light were the stretched out low clouds. They're like long, kind of tubular.
Yeah.
Is that a weather term?
Yeah, of course.
Tubular? Awesome.
Put some bells with that.
All right. And then we have the theme for The Exorcist, right? What do dads really want for Father's Day?
Yeah.
Aside from number one dad mugs, I already have mine. Some of the answers on, I think this is a Reddit thread. Yes, ask Reddit. What do we really want? To be able to spend time with the family. I asked for a homemade breakfast on Sunday. My daughter's a pretty good cook.
What is she going to cook for you then?
I'm a fundamentalist. I like bacon and eggs, toast,
Yeah. The traditional breakfast, right?
But instead of 2 or 3 slices, maybe half a dozen. I don't drink, so it's not like I can have an extra beer. So why not an extra slice of bacon, which I understand is very healthy.
That's another one.
Another popular answer was a day off.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a baseball game. Unfortunately, the Biscuits are out of town this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so am I. You still think that drive's going to be realistic Friday afternoon?
I think the first half of the day up till 1 p.m. Friday, we got the rain here, but I think things start to get better in the afternoon.
Okay.
And certainly it's about done in New Orleans, by that time.
One dad said, I want to go on a long hike with the kids. I assumed that he wanted to bring the kids back with him on that same hike. Want to go to a park with a packed cooler, set up a grill, cook some burgers, drink a beer or two, hang out with the wife and family. Hey, the great at-home breakfast made the list, so I'm good there. Handmade card. I love those. I have saved every card I've ever gotten from Janelle.
Because they mean more, right?
Yes, those are the things you want to run in the house and save if the house is on fire.
Yeah.
And then on the tool side of the things, a pressure washer. I wouldn't mind having one of those.
I've used mine exactly twice in 2 years.
I wish they made one of those for the inside of the house. There's parts of the house that would be a lot easier to clean if you could just hose them out with a light spray and then
Right.
stick a big towel there, sop it up. In making life more complicated news, this whole they're using the word maxing, MAXXING, a lot.
Yeah.
And I wish they would stop. Just there's no need to make life any more complicated than it is. But not only are there additional terms in the realm of maxing, but there's another one here. People are showing up to dates as goblins. It's called goblin intimacy.
Okay.
How do you do this? The idea is that instead of working your butt off to present the very best version of yourself, you just show up as a goblin, not in a costume, but as is. You're just your normal you. So why not call it that? Why does it have to be goblinized? I don't understand this.
Because it's not necessarily how you would look for a date.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of feel a little exposed, a little hideous, like you've come out of your cave, but
You're just your normal self. You're not hiding any flaws. You're being upfront about your baggage from the beginning. It's basically being real, and the other person can take it or leave it. That's kind of like how it should be. Right?
I mean, in a sense, yes. Although when you go out on your first date and everything, usually you put forth, your best effort.
Yeah.
Type of a situation.
But this kind of cuts through all the BS.
Yeah, it kind of puts all the cards on the table and says, let's just get right to it. This is what it's going to be like. Be in a long-term relationship.
One of the things, at some point you're going to see each other naked and you'll see things that
flaws and all.
Yes. So as my dad would say, like it or lump it. You ever hear that one?
Yes. I did.
Is that still in use? I wonder if parents are still using it.
I have not heard that before.
No.
Like it or lump it. I've never understood. Oh, I did see that as a joke in a Honeymooners episode. Because Trixie said that to Norton, and she lumped it, and he took his hat off and showed that he had a lump on his head. This is a radio station that can help you so much with your house, whether it's maintenance or any other thing. But when you need to move one house to another, the motivated movers at Admiral Movers would love to take care of that for you. It is worth every penny to use real professional movers. And by that, I mean, these are people who are trained in the art. They are regular employees. They are not day laborers that are hired by Admiral. These are people who know how to do the proper sequence, how to properly lift, how to properly load the truck, and not break anything in the process. And they do it so efficiently. What you might think would take hours and hours and hours just to pack, they can do it in an amazing amount of time. So it's worth the call to 262-6666 just to get the estimate. Because I think you'll find that the bulk of this stuff can be done at a price that is not nearly as bad as you may have dreamed in your head. So at least make the call to Admiral Movers and see what the motivated movers there can do for you. They do it all from local, long distance, commercial moving services for businesses, designer services, and more. They're all employees. Again, these are people who, this is what they do for a living, and they do it better than anybody I've ever seen. That's Mark DePlanch and the team at Admiral Movers, 262-6666, of course, in the 334. Sky Mosley has Blue Water News. I do not have a convoluted intro ready, so I better get started on that coming up in a moment.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Winsel's Seafood Restaurant in downtown Montgomery has been ordered to close by the Montgomery County Health Department. The health department began an investigation after a complaint was filed against the restaurant. Inspectors went to Winsel's Monday where they found a rodent infestation and an insufficient lack of refrigeration. A new president and chief executive officer has been named to lead the Southern Poverty Law Center. The SPLC's board of directors unanimously chose Ryan Haygood to fill the role. Haygood will take over in late August amid allegations the SPLC secretly funded hate groups like the Ku Klux Klan. The Montgomery City Council has unanimously voted to approve the Greater Floyd Campus Master Plan. Floyd Elementary and Middle School have been vacant for almost 2 decades, with health and safety concerns increasing at the deteriorating property. The Floyd Master Plan is part of a larger effort to address blight and revitalize the surrounding neighborhood.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
I wanted to pause on one of the stories that Sky included in the news, the closing of Wenzel's.
Yeah.
Man, I saw huge threads on Facebook yesterday with people commenting on that.
And so coincidentally, so I'm just talking to Jay yesterday, and because I pulled the plug on my beach trip,
yeah,
I was saying I want some seafood. So I said,
right.
I just mentioned Wenzel's. So I end up there in the 11 o'clock hour, no lights on, door locked, and somebody just kind of slashed their neck towards me and said, like, we're closed. And I didn't know anything about it until Jay texted me the closure. Talking about rodents, infestation of rodents.
Yeah, I said I hate to see places close up for lack of business, but if the health people close you down, you didn't need to be open to begin with. And it's likely that they knew that ahead of time before they closed. Like, we really shouldn't be serving people because of these things. But
so how long was that going? Anybody that
how long before the health department shut them down was that going on that it was so bad? So yeah.
Yeah, and we've lost a lot of restaurants down.
How coincidental, because I don't walk into Wenzel's but once or twice a year.
We went there once with you.
Yeah.
And I remember it was packed.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it was your e-ticket face that got us a table. It was the night we went to see Chicago.
Oh, God, that was a long time ago.
I haven't been since they had like 25-cent oyster day. And that was so many years ago.
What is the irony of me showing up there yesterday on the day that
that is so wow.
They locked the doors?
But man,
so where are you going to go for lunch today? Should we check in?
Based on what I read in these threads yesterday, I don't see how you bounce back from something like that.
Oh no! Look, oh my gosh, no!
Would you run ads that say we've gotten rid of the rodents? Come back,
You rebrand
the rats are
completely,
gone, and we're back.
Yeah, you rebrand. You completely something else takes over there and redoes it, and yeah.
All right,
good spot.
It'll be the first Wenzel's that closes because they're all over the place,
Yeah, I thought they were like a franchise, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, here's a random phone call.
First one was in Mobile.
Hi, who's this?
Hi.
This is PC.
Hey. What's up?
Are we on the air?
We're
on the air.
What's up?
Thousands of people are listening to you right now at this moment.
What's up?
Hey, the Wenzel's is actually locked up for more than a minute. They were shut down by Montgomery, the city of Montgomery, for not paying their taxes.
I didn't hear.
You said they were shut down for not paying their taxes?
Yeah, almost over a year.
Huh.
Oh, wait, they've been closed for over a year?
And we're just...
No, it has closed for over a year. They haven't paid any taxes in over a year.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I heard about that.
The company I work for had to go rekey the building about 3 weeks ago to lock everybody out.
Wow. How about that?
Yeah, so I don't know how this is related with that, but that is.
Well, I'm sure it is. I'm sure the relation is that they couldn't pay, or they didn't pay their taxes because they probably didn't have the income to do it, which means they also didn't have the income to pay for whatever they needed to pay for to get the rat infestation out.
Yeah, they spent all their money feeding rodents.
Or the refrigeration repairs that needed to be made.
Yeah.
Rodents on the half shell.
Yeah, it's a shame. I hate they didn't make it, but it's not the first business fail here in Montgomery. So
yeah, that's the sad part. Hey, we appreciate the call.
Guys.
All right, random facts just a couple of minutes away.
Hello, everyone. Robbie Pelt with Capital City Roofing. If you think about it, your home is your biggest investment in life. Your roof covers your home, so why jeopardize your biggest investment on a roofer you don't know anything about when you can deal with a reputable roofing company like Capital City Roofing? We have an A+ Better business rating and the best manufacturers and workmanship warranties available. We do all residential and commercial roofing applications that are certified through the manufacturer to ensure you get the best material and workmanship money can buy. We also have your project in our best interest before and after construction has been done. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any roofing issues or questions. We will match any of our competitors' price and give you the same great workmanship warranty. We also give free estimates. Give us a call today and let us show you the difference. 277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
Get ready to show your dad how much he's loved with today's Father's Day Countdown.
Okay, it's Dad. Only 3 days left to pick out one gift I'll actually use this year. Better yet, get me 6 gifts. Lucky for you, the gifts I'm thinking of come in a convenient pack of 6. Hint, hint.
Happy Father's Day.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Giving you something to think about. This is Morning Shower Thoughts.
The most groundbreaking invention of all time is the shovel.
Morning Shower Thoughts.
And now. And Jay Scott hopes you'll dig today's.
Double dig.
Look,
I bet backup Steve's going to dig that.
I don't expect an award for that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's better than nothing.
Mutton.
Hey, did you know that Fidel Castro used to wear 2 Rolex watches on the same wrist?
2 on the same wrist.
Yeah.
That's socialism. The socialist wears the Rolex and you get to
What did he have? Local time and in London time?
enjoy
or-
poverty.
I have no idea, but he wore 2 Rolexes on the same wrist for whatever reason. Probably just to show off, be like, I have 2. Did you know? I've never heard of this before, but now I'm eager to see what it tastes like. Hot salt frying. It's similar to deep fat frying, but it uses salt instead of oil, and it does not make the food taste salty.
I wonder how that works.
I don't know.
What do you use it to cook?
That's the random fact.
It's called deep salt frying.
Hot salt frying.
Hot salt frying.
You'll have to look that up to figure out how it's done.
How do you heat the salt? Do you put the food directly onto the salt?
Lord, here we go. Okay.
Well, inquiring minds want to know.
I know.
This is not
And
necessarily.
I'm gonna fix that for you.
And we got
Hot.
lots of time to kill. So
You watch. Wiley will have something hot salt fried for us in no time.
hey, on today's breakfast video with Karen over at GNS,
Yeah.
I asked her if they made a stewed prune donut because you really want one.
No.
Rich Thomas wants a stewed prune donut. So we shot our little thing, and then afterwards she said, "Does Rich really want a stewed prune donut?"
No.
I said, "No, it's kind of a joke based on something."
It's a joke. Yeah.
Did you ever eat yours, Jay?
No, I told you I threw them away.
And there are kids starving.
I ate one of them, the texture was not. I didn't like it.
When we were kids, what did our parents say? Kids are starving in Europe, right?
Exactly.
Where are kids starving today?
Mine was Africa.
Okay, so I think they still are. So think about that the next time.
On account of the Sally Struthers.
That's right. Yeah.
That was the commercial that ran in my childhood of like, hey,
Yeah.
you've seen those pictures of the starving kids in Africa. You better eat your food.
Right.
Why? Why don't you give it to them?
Yeah.
She
Why
was
are you
there.
feeding it to me?
Well, the kids were getting hungrier, and
hot salt frying. Instead of using fat to transfer heat, the salt relies on the heated granules. When heated to high temperatures, around 300 to 350 degrees, a large quantity of salt behaves similarly to a liquid, completely surrounding the food and cooking it efficiently without oil.
Does it say an example of what you would use hot salt frying to fry?
No? I mean, let's see. Oh, this is
7:31. The bus to Camp 9 o'clock is halfway there.
Yep.
Yeah. You'll just need to look this up.
All
Hot
right.
salt frying.
Okay.
If you want to find out more about it.
All right.
Did you know 80% of people both women and men, at some point in their life, will get infected by HPV.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is it?
HPV? It's herpes.
Oh, that.
I mean, the sexual kind of herpes?
Yes,
Okay, because you know what herpes simplex is?
I do. Yeah.
It's shingles.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow,
80% will be
80% of people, both women and men, will get infected by HPV at some point in life. I have shingles as well. Or I had. It never really goes away, does it?
You always have it. It's always always living inside of you.
I had it once. I had it. It was not as a teenager. It was in my 20s or so. I remember having it, and it was a oddly specific thing around the center mid of my back, lower area mid back type thing.
I had welts all over my chest and body.
Couldn't stand it. It's
not the outside welts that were bad. It's the internal pain.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just was annoying. I don't remember how I got rid of it, but it went away, and I've never experienced it again. So
it doesn't go away quick, and it's very painful, and it's very unfortunate.
Did you know, and you may know this, Rich, from having worked there, McDonald's generates income through owning about 70% of its restaurant buildings.
Yeah. Most of them are corporate,
and 45% of the underlying land which it leases to its franchises.
Yeah, how about that?
So they own the land that they build the franchise on top of.
Right. Yep.
And they lease that to their franchise, whatever.
Yep.
That's how you make money.
Yeah.
And remember, they're bringing back the apple pie for America 250.
Fried apple pie.
But you're right. I can just feel that burnt upper mouth.
I know. You learned
oh, man.
to be very careful taking that first bite.
Did you know when actor Pedro Armendariz, I'm not familiar with this person, was too ill from cancer to finish filming From Russia with Love? His scenes were performed by the director, Terrence Young, as his stand-in. And I guess they probably did the Shemp effect thing where they filmed him from behind or whatever the case to finish the scenes.
I am so glad that they have honored one of the great actors of all time, Shemp, with this idiosyncrasy in the making of movies.
Did you know? This is interesting and something I never really considered, but leave it to the lawyers and the detectives to figure it all out. Lucas Anderson was charged with the murder of Ravish Kumra, whatever. It was based on his DNA. They found DNA at the scene. This DNA puts you at the murder. You killed him. Turns out he didn't. It was discovered that at the time of the murder, Lucas had been in the hospital. So there's no way he could have been at the scene to kill this. So how did his blood get there?
Yeah.
His DNA had been accidentally transferred to the crime scene by paramedics.
What? How?
They had treated Lucas before they got to the crime scene.
Ooh.
So they treated him that evening, or whatever it was. They treated him, got him to the hospital. Then they went to the crime scene and somehow contaminated it with his DNA from having treated him earlier.
They didn't clean up. Oh, man.
Who knows? It could have been a hair. It could have been blood. His DNA somehow got from the paramedics.
So he was convicted.
Because they found his DNA at the crime scene.
And then they
realized, no, he couldn't have done this.
It came, he was in the
How
hospital.
did he have to go to jail? Was he?
Well, I'm not sure how long he was in there. I'm not sure if he actually, it says he was charged. It doesn't say convicted. It says he was charged.
Oh, okay.
Now, he could have been convicted. I'll get you the whole story on that. But it just says he was charged. Coming up on Random Facts, I'll tell you about a contestant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the European version. We'll tell you a little story about that. We have the smartest breed of dog. We'll tell you who that is. We have a random fact about baseball for Greg.
Mexican street dog.
I have a random fact about Beck. And we also have a random fact about the stock market. That's all coming up on Random Facts.
Okay. our listeners pay attention, and I just got a new definition of HPV, which I will share with you off the air.
Yeah, I imagine you will.
Yeah. It is 7:37 now. After Random Facts, we do a pop quiz. You can win a $20 head start on your next trip to Food Outlet, a place I hope you have become a habitual shopper like me for 14 years. Cost plus 10% pricing. It's all about the groceries and the food and an outstanding meat department. Cost plus 10 keeps the price down on everything from ground beef. You can get a couple of, I bought a package of filet mignon. I mean, it's beautiful red cube, fresh. It was $21 for 3, and each cube big enough to feed one person. And there's so many ways to enjoy it, but on the grill, 5 minutes a side, up and down, and then 4 minutes on each flat side. And that thing should be perfectly medium rare in the middle. Also in the meat department, Black Label sliced bacon by Hormel is $4.50. Great price there. Sunnyland Jumbo hot dogs are 98 cents a pound, and fresh USDA boneless pork chops just $2.48. For your sweet tooth, all Bluebell ice cream flavors, including the raspberry fudge and the new red, white, and Bluebell, $5.55. That's for a full half gallon. Seedless watermelons are $5.49 each, and Coke products, all flavors, buy the 6-pack of half-liter bottles, 2 for $6. That's also a good deal. And by the way, if you want to, if you are sweating it up this summer, 89 cents for 28 ounces of your favorite Powerade flavors as well. There are more. They're all posted at the door of the food outlets nearest you. Highway 14 and twice a day, Millbrook, Main Street in Prattville. And I won't be there Sunday, but I will be there Monday after the morning show. Coliseum Boulevard next to Eastbrook Flea Market and Antique Mall. Part 2 coming up. Here's Skipper with an update.
Well, we continue to look good around the area. Traffic light to moderate and building. A lot of cars on the road this morning, but no real issues that we are aware of. We'll keep an eye on things for you. Keep it here. We will keep you updated. If you have less than perfect credit, McKenna Nissan may have just the plan for you. Talk to David Martin. He'll do everything possible to have you drive it today. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clinton. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Tired of spending your weekends fighting weeds, patchy grass, and a mower that never starts? Mosley Lawn Pros is the solution. They handle residential and commercial lawn maintenance, landscaping, cleanups, and property care, so you don't have to. They show up on time, do the job right, and leave your lawn looking sharp every time. Stop stressing over your yard and start loving it. When it comes to your lawn, call the crew your neighbors and local businesses trust. One call, one crew, problem solved. Mosley Lawn Pros, built on hard work, driven by quality. Find them today on Facebook or Google.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And now.
Do it again. I like it.
Okay, here's more.
Random facts.
So I wanted to tell you that guy actually did end up, he was charged. The charges did get dropped, but he was still held. He spent 5 months wrongly incarcerated.
Wow.
Before the exoneration. This took place in November of 2012, and that guy he killed, well, he didn't kill him. The guy that died or murdered was a Silicon Valley multimillionaire with a home invasion that took place in California.
They ever catch the guy that actually did it?
I didn't get to that, but they found the DNA under the victim's fingernails, but realized that it was all transferred from the paramedics and stuff. So, yeah. Did you know? During the 64,000, which we'll say dollars, even though it's in the UK, during the $64,000 round on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, a guy by the name of Tony Kennedy incorrectly answered 24 when he was asked what is the minimum number of shots needed to win a set of tennis. And he said 24. The show accepted the answer, and he won $125,000. Pounds, whatever. Then, when they realized that it was wrong, they allowed him to keep the money because they realized it was their mistake.
Uh-huh.
So
they should have.
Yeah.
So, what's the name of the show?
Can't tell
over
somebody
there?
they were winning.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Oh, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
It's the same as it is over here.
UK? It's the UK?
It's the UK, yeah. It's the same as it is here. It's just, it's not dollars, but
What was that movie?
pounds.
Was it about India?
Slumdog Millionaire?
Same show, right?
Yes. Yeah. Slumdog Millionaire. Did you know the smartest dog breed?
Mexican street dog gets my vote.
It is not Mexican street dog.
Oh.
They can learn a new command in under 5 repetitions and can follow it at least 95% of the time.
I'm going to say German Shepherd.
It's not a German Shepherd either. I mean, there's tons of breeds out there, so coming across it would be different. It's the Border Collie.
Oh. Not surprised.
You have one of those?
I've known people that have had
Yeah.
them. They are great dogs.
He's got some Border Collie in him.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But he's pretty stupid.
Did you hear him? He didn't mean that, Chase. Hey, he gets a slice of cheese from me every morning.
But
That's
he's pretty stupid.
And I remember to bring him chicken every week. He's not that dumb.
And then he barks.
What a smart boy. And he's so handsome.
Did you know that not all MLB teams use the same side of the field for their home dugout?
That's true.
18 home teams use the first base side, and 12 home teams use the third base side.
No, the Cubs have always used third base at Wrigley Field, but the Yankees use first base.
What? So who?
I think.
Give me the numbers again.
There's 18 teams who
Yeah.
use first base as their home dugout side.
All right, Braves fan, which side do the Braves use?
Good question. I do not know the answer. I'm not that observant.
They use third base, don't they?
I'm not a Border Collie.
I can't remember whether the Yankees use third or first now. I think I may have been wrong.
I know Seattle uses first.
18 and 12 don't?
12 of them use the third base side, yeah. I wonder if I can give you a list. If we have that kind of time.
I don't know.
No, we have all the time in the world.
Oh, I have the list. The Braves do use the first base side. Who else were you curious about?
Yankees.
Yankees use first base.
They do use first.
Yes.
Okay.
So the teams that use the third base side are the Cubs. And the White Sox.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Guardians, the Detroit Tigers, Oakland.
The Biscuits use third base.
Yeah.
They do. You're right. Yeah. The Blue Jays use the third base. The Angels use the third base. The Diamondbacks, the Dodgers, the Marlins, the Pirates, and the Giants. They all use third base. Third base. I don't know. Did you know Beck's song Loser was created and recorded on the spur of the moment in his producer's house? And it sounds like it. Really creative. His first album, or at least his big album there. This is Devil's Haircut and everything else. Really good. Did you know? Here's the last one for you today. The stock market. Oh, that's right. We're doing the ticker tape today at the New York City.
10 a.m. Eastern.
Uh-huh. That's going to be a mess. Speaking of stock market, did you know the stock market lost 90% of its value within 3 years of the 1929 crash, which resulted in the Great Depression?
Yeah, the crash. What did the market drop, like 100 points that day or something? I mean, relative to
But
what we
within
see
3
today.
years of that time, it had already lost 90%. I mean, it was on that downward trend as it was.
Yeah.
And then it just shot even further.
The market this morning is up 215 at 52,156. That's the Dow.
I'm going to check my gas. It probably hasn't changed.
Oh, yeah, you were going to do that.
At the cutie.
The cutie.
Yeah. And I doubt it's changed, but let's see. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, it's $3.29 at the moment, but if you have their special thing, which I do, it's only $3.04.
Hey.
What are you doing? Those are your random facts. Sorry, I was talking to Chase. Those are your random facts.
Smarter than all three of us put together, if you ask me.
He's chasing his tail.
Well, there he has his moments. I chase my tail too.
Stupid dog.
Don't listen to him, Chase.
He's still chasing his
Don't listen to your dad.
I love him.
7:47.
I love my idiot son.
Next hour, we'll have our morning brew nominees. They are brought to you by J&J Power Sports Outdoors. For those of you looking for equipment to mow your lawn, whether it's a zero-turn bad boy or an individual or a self-propel, they have the complete line at J&J Power Sports Outdoors. And these are awesome products. You buy them there, you bring them back for a full-service warranty, work, and repair. And they can also help you finance your purchase, too. That includes the fun side of the ledger. I mean, I'll put it this way, mowing a lawn on one of these has to be a lot more fun than other options. Youth ATVs and dirt bikes, they have a big selection of those. Segway side-by-sides and Arctic Cat ATVs. So they are ready to provide summer fun and summer help with keeping a beautiful lawn. J&J Power Sports Outdoors on Highway 14 in Millbrook. Jeff and Haley Andrews look forward to your visit.
Hey, stupid. There's a cow on TV.
I'm sure Jeff and Haley also understand that sometimes our studio dog acts up during a commercial break. You shouldn't have said that to him, Rich.
I know.
Now he's really mad. Stop and visit them. They're locally owned, and Jeff's a Marine Corps veteran, and they're just awesome family people. So stop by and see them online at jjpowersportsandoutdoors.com. What a ruckus. Here in the studio, as we're ready for that $20 food outlet pop quiz question, here is Quizmaster Jay.
What is the stupidest dog breed? I'm sorry, no. What is the smartest? Well, if you give me the stupidest or the smartest.
Chase.
What is the smartest dog breed?
272-9228 is our number. 272-9228 in the 334 area code. We are standing by for your call right now.
Be smart. Call now.
While Skipper checks traffic. Rain moving in from the west.
Well, at the moment, we are seeing busy building traffic all over the area out of Wetumpka, Prattville, Millbrook, headed into Montgomery. Highways 80, 331, and Troy Highway light to moderate inbound. Interstates, boulevards are busy. 31 out of Prattville, light to moderate traffic. We will keep you updated. High school students, Trenton State Community College dual enrollment program lets you earn college credit while you're still in high school. Take the first step towards your college journey. Go to TrentonState.edu for more information. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
All right.
I don't know yet. Let me check. I got to check.
I
have to check. She is not eligible, but you know who is? Backup Steve is eligible.
Is he? So we start with him today.
Is he? No, it's Backup Steve. It's not.
Is he?
Is he?
Is he? Good morning.
Hey.
Hey, Greg, you said you don't get an award, but I'm going to give you the Golden Shovel Award for digging all these intros up every day and entertaining us into the random facts.
See, Greg, I told you he would dig it.
Just like
he did.
Would dig it. Yeah, who said that in a song there? I don't know. But
Grazing in the Grass by Friends of
Can you dig
Distinction.
it? Can you dig it? Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I can dig it, she can dig it, he can dig it, dig it.
What is
What's the name of the group?
The
Friends of Distinction.
Yeah.
Grazing in there. Okay.
Yeah.
But they're old now. They're called the Friends of Extinction.
Played on my guitar way back when. Oh,
Yeah,
my goodness.
yeah.
But, Lassie was not a border collie, was she? Lassie was just a regular collie.
Regular collie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the border collie. I've got to go find one of those because I've heard they're very, very smart and all. And
They
they're
are.
very good
You
at
got it right. You're correct. It is a border collie.
He's a border collie.
I wonder if Tom Homan has one of those.
I don't know.
But hey, Rich, your dog
I
is
got
going to be
it.
really smart because it's real well, and he accompanies you everywhere. So
Listen, I love him to death, and we're just playing around. And He is not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's not stupid.
You're going to get him riled up again. He's going to be barking through the news and Wall Street business and everything else.
Going to kill you in your sleep.
All right, Steve, hang on. Jay needs to speak with you for a minute, and we've got Jay Tom for a follow-up there.
Hey, what's up, man?
The man with the dumb dog wants to talk to you.
Hey, what is the world leader that wore 2 Rolex watches on his wrist?
Cuba, Castro.
Castro.
That's good enough.
Fidel. Yes, you got it.
Yeah, and again,
I had a collie.
Border Collie?
I had a collie.
Yeah. They're
from the Lassie farm.
They're
They
great.
were smart.
They're great animals.
They really are. Well, look at Lassie on the TV
Well,
show.
you know, one bark. What, Timmy's in the well. He's stuck.
Was that the only plot they had on that show? Timmy falling into a well? Well, it's time for
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
The rain is now entering the Montgomery city limits, the southwest part of the city limits here. And the rain is covering now, I would say, 60% of the state, just covered with rain. And by the way, get used to this because we're going to be in and out of some very heavy downpours, especially later on today. Boy, oh boy, when the remnants of Arthur actually cross the state line into Alabama, things will really pick up as far as torrential downpours. And that afternoon commute is going to be difficult. And certainly a night of raining with pounding rain on your house. Yeah. So flood watch today through Friday. Periods of rain and thunderstorms into Friday with locally torrential downpours, excessive rainfall totals possible. Risk of tropical spin-up tornadoes not out of the question. Our weather app will keep you on top of the action, of course. By the way, winds will be gusting up to 30 miles per hour today. They're not at that range at the moment, but as this tropical system gets closer, that will pick up. High today, 81. We're not too far from that right now. Low tonight, 73. Friday's high on Juneteenth will be in the mid-80s. And over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, more scattered showers and storms, but just not as many. By that time, the remnants of Arthur will have gone. By the way, when this thing gets to the Atlantic, it could redevelop into a tropical storm again. Would it have the same name as Arthur? Probably. They've done that before. Right now, south winds at 10 miles per hour. Dew point 76. Wow, that's juicy air. Temperature 79 at 7:53.
When the heat hits to the river region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
Boy, I've just, Rich gave me permission this morning to play him. And I've been watching the radar. There are some thunderstorms moving in from the south. Most of the thunderstorms seem like they're going to be south of the city.
Well,
but in rain in general, look to the southwestern horizon now, and it's darkening up.
In this current batch, yeah, it's down south. But boy, oh boy, as this day evolves, everybody will be in the act.
I'll have to leave the house early this afternoon so I can float back in on time.
Thank you very much. I'm here to tell you about Heirloom Jewelers here, a different kind of jewelry store selling one-of-a-kind pieces of jewelry. You can see those one-of-a-kind pieces online at Facebook, Instagram, or at their website, which is heirloomjewelers.com. Troop Booth is the only one there running the place. His grandparents opened the store in 1977. He is currently running it, has been since 2015, over at 5272 Hampstead High Street. You can get an idea of where that's at. Just look them up online at heirloomjewelers.com and get the directions for that. But you've got to call Troop and talk to him first. They're not necessarily open like you can walk in. You have to make an appointment. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, Saturday, 10 to 2, but that's by appointment only. So call Troop Booth and talk to him about setting up an appointment. 260-0066. That's the number to reach out and get in touch with him. 260-0066 will put you in touch with Troop Booth, and you can start that conversation about a piece that you saw on the website that you want to have, or maybe you've got a piece that you're trying to sell. Maybe you've got a piece that you don't even know what the value of it is. It's been in the family forever, but you're not sure what it's worth. Call Troop Booth. You can send texts through that phone number, 260-0066. He can take a look at the jewelry for you. He's got a degree from the Gemological Institute, excuse me, of America, and he offers fair and honest values and pricing, and he also offers free evaluations as well. So give him a call today at 260-0066 or look him up online at heirloomjewelers.com.
Breaking news, we have a new tornado watch that does not include the city of Montgomery, but it goes all the way to the Montgomery County line. In other words, it covers the southwestern third of the state, like from a line from Demopolis all the way down to Andalusia. So it does not include the city, but it gets pretty darn close, right up to the city limits, pretty much. So new tornado watch till 5 p.m. for tropical spin-up tornadoes from the remnants of Arthur.
Yeah, and as we heard from our listener earlier this morning, there was a spin-up yesterday out of nowhere from listener Cindy. So, yeah, it's just very volatile out there. But every time I look out the window behind Jay, well, the horizon's getting darker.
And Leon's getting larger.
That's a redemption use of the same hotkey. It is 7:57 on News Talk 93.1 FM. What have we promised our listeners next hour? We've got our Morning Maroon nominees brought to you by J&J Power Sports, Outdoors.com. I think we should, given that most adults do enjoy a cocktail or two, talk about this new study that says no booze is the only way to go. Nobody wants to hear that. I'm probably blowing up listeners just by bringing that up. Jobs with the highest and lowest divorce rates. Do I see radio personality on this list? No. Believe it or not, there are careers that are worse for marriage, including telemarketers.
That's on the list, I guess?
It's one of the worst.
Really?
I mean,
I would say that you don't really meet people as a telemarketer, but you're talking to somebody every day, I guess.
Somebody's got to do that job, and you got to be prepared to get hung up on or be verbally abused by probably a large portion of the numbers you call. But somebody does that work, and some of them make really good money. But how do you shut that off when you get home? Let's say you get home and you want to make love to your wife. What do you? Hey, have I got a deal for you?
That's how telemarketers sound to you.
Well,
my telemarketers sound very unexcited. They don't sound excited to be. They practically know or expect what's to come as soon as they open their mouth, which is a hang up.
Yeah.
It's
got to be tough. Is that Ask Building still up the street from us?
It is.
We spend a lot of time on our talk shows here quoting polling information and
I
stuff.
think it still is. Yeah, I think it still is.
I think a lot of it comes from them. All right, get ready for the 8 o'clock hour next. News Talk starts with the Wall Street Business Report.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. The Federal Reserve left its key interest rate unchanged at its meeting with President Donald Trump's appointee, Kevin Warsh, as chair. This despite the president's consistent calls for cuts. The federal funds rate, a benchmark for interest rates across the country, remains at a range of 3.5% to 3.75%. Shoppers stepped up their spending in May and surpassed expectations as temperatures warmed. Retail sales rose 0.9%, up from a revised 0.4% gain in April, according to the Commerce Department. JetBlue Airways plans to close its flight attendant base at New Jersey's Newark Liberty International Airport and tech operations bases there and at New York's LaGuardia this fall. The move is part of efforts to cut costs and strengthen service in Florida's Fort Lauderdale Airport. The BBC will cut 550 jobs, including in its news and content divisions, to save £500 million over the next 3 years. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
We continue to look good around the area as far as traffic flow. We just got a lot of cars on the road this morning headed into Montgomery, out of Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. Highways 80, 331, and Troy Highway light to moderate inbound. 31 out of Prattville looking good. Interstates, boulevards are busy through Montgomery, so please be safe. We will keep you updated. Is that cute puppy leaving presents all over your house? Call Vicky at Invisible Fence and ask about their indoor systems. Problem solved. 334-265-2585. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Get ready, Central Alabama. The biggest watermelon festival yet is happening Saturday, June 27th at Sweet Creek Farm Market. They're celebrating America's 250th birthday and all things watermelon with free admission, over 100 arts and crafts vendors, a watermelon eating contest, entertainment for the kids, food trucks, and family fun around every corner. It's Sweet Creek Farm Market's biggest arts and crafts festival ever, and admission is free. Saturday, June 27th, 10 to 4 on Highway 231 and Pike Road. Come hungry, bring the family, and celebrate summer at Sweet Creek Farm Market's Watermelon Festival.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. 5 reasons to get a home inspection before you close on a home. Homeowners buying their first home or their 10th home still need a home inspection performed. First, you will find out firsthand the true condition of the home, the age and state of the heating and air, the roof, electrical, and plumbing as of the date of inspection. Second, it may give you the ability to renegotiate repairs that the seller will end up paying for before closing. Third, if the results show that the repairs would be too costly, then you can opt out of the contract without losing your earnest money. Fourth, the age and state of the systems will indicate what shape the rest of the house might be in and give you the option to opt out of the transaction or renegotiate terms. Fifth, knowing what needs to be done to the house will allow you the opportunity to update the home properly to your taste. For a list of the best home inspectors in the area, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group at 334-221-2883 or 551-0225. The Goodson Group.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of health care you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And now, one woman's thoughts on the World Cup.
So my husband had the idea to come to a bar to watch a World Cup soccer game. They should call this sport sucker because it sucks. And why do they call it the World Cup? The trophy has a ball on the top. Now, the Stanley Cup, that's a cup. Well, it's more of a bowl, but then it might be called a Super Bowl, and that trophy is a silver football, so go figure. Oh, wait, everyone's getting excited. Oh, he kicked it into the stands. Wait, what? They're adding time? They should be subtracting time. Oh, let this game die an early death. Hey, I have an idea. Add a second ball.
And that was one woman's thoughts on the World Cup.
I think she's onto something there. Well, it is getting very busy in the Blue Water Weather Department with Rich Thomas. There is a tornado watch just issued for areas just north of south of Montgomery County, and a lot going on. New Orleans, you said that alarm was going off like crazy this morning with weather action down that way, and it's the remnants of Arthur that are going to wreak havoc with our weather here. A couple of minutes ago, we mentioned the jobs with the highest and lowest divorce rates. Healthcare practitioners came in first. Doctors, nurses. Telemarketers came in second, but massage therapists
came in third. All right.
Yeah, and I wonder why.
That's a very intimate job.
Yeah.
You see people pretty much naked.
Yeah.
You touch them.
And slippery.
Yeah.
Just saying, occupational hazard, right? Bus drivers.
What?
Are number 4 in the highest divorce rate. Press machine operators, care service supervisors, correctional supervisors, I guess that means prison people. Ambulance drivers have a high divorce rate, as do psychiatric aides and practical nurses. Lowest divorce rates, who do you think? It's a numbers job. Not accountant, but something else.
So not a CPA then.
No. Actuaries.
What are they?
People that compute insurance rates and things like that, because the whole premise is I'll bet $1 a day to the day you die that you don't die. And that same theory applies to accidents, driving histories, all of that stuff.
Okay.
They've got numbers coming out the yin-yang, wherever that is. Physical scientists, IT scientists, software developers, and clergy. Well, that's good.
Oh, you know, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
It's hard to think about that as a job.
Yeah, but I've heard the suicide rate is particularly high.
Dentists have a very high. So do veterinarians.
Yeah,
You can kind of
yeah,
understand that.
veterinarians do. Yeah.
And atmospheric scientists are very stable people, Rich Thomas.
Okay.
Isn't that nice to know?
All right.
808, something else that can become a cause of divorce is a guy who has suddenly lost his libido, has performance issues, whatever, and does nothing to get them taken care of, when there's a place here called Montgomery Men's Health that devotes itself to that and has changed and turned around the lives of thousands of men. The number is 334-440-3663. Generally, it starts with a testosterone test, and if the number is low, here's the good news. It can be put where it needs to be and in rather quick form. But for issues like ED and PE, low libido, and more, there are solutions out there that not only are more effective, but transverse the universe of pills. Pills don't fix every problem. For the guaranteed confidence-building kind of solutions, visit Montgomery Men's Health and talk to them about the options that are out there. This is medical information, not theory, not gas station, libido, all that kind of crack pottery. This is real deal medicine. And they've turned the lives of thousands of guys around at the facility here in Montgomery. So again, to get the $99 T-test, 334-440-3663, or to just make an appointment to discuss any issues you're dealing with. You're not alone. That much I can guarantee you. You can also book an appointment at MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. That's MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Rapidly changing weather conditions for the worse, headed our way. If you got to commute, now's a good time to go and get there maybe just a little bit of... Here, Skipper.
We continue to look good around the area as far as traffic flow. We just got a lot of cars on the road this morning headed into Montgomery, out of Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. Highways 80, 331, and Troy Highway light to moderate inbound. 31 out of Prattville looking good. Interstates, boulevards are busy through Montgomery, so please be safe. We will keep you updated. Is that cute puppy leaving presents all over your house? Call Vicky at Invisible Fence and ask about their indoor systems. Problem solved. 334-265-2585. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Before you commit to that plumbing repair or upgrade, get a second opinion from Headley Plumbing. Our estimate could save you thousands. We do it all: residential, commercial, and septic tank service, serving the entire river region. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the river region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details, or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
Get ready for a legendary night of soul on November 25th. The Temptations take the stage at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center with special guest Ruben Studdard. It's the Temptations live on stage at the Impact. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and the box office. Don't miss The Temptations with special guest Ruben Studdard. One incredible night of classic soul and R&B.
And now a star is born. On June 18, 1942, the world welcomed little baby Paul McCartney.
Come on, push! Push! I can see his head! Here comes your son. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Paul McCartney, a star is born.
From the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
It's your 812.
For SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. The Strait of Hormuz reopens, all military action ends, and no nukes for Iran. Those are among the points in a memorandum of understanding. It's been signed by the U.S. and the Iranian presidents. Secretary of War Hegseth has a bone to pick with NATO. He's not shy about letting the alliance know where he stands. He says that Europe must take more responsibility for defending itself, and he is dismayed the allies failed to help the U.S. during the Iran conflict. The remnants of Tropical Storm Arthur bringing rain to the southeast Texas coast, with Mississippi and Alabama also seeing some flooding from the storm. It is the first named storm of this Atlantic hurricane season. On Wall Street, Dow futures 187 points higher. The Nasdaq futures are up 448 points. S&P futures better by 56. More details at srnnews.com.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds too. Get a quote right now at 800-555-2085. 800-555-2085 or biglou.com.
What are you doing today? I'm going to work. What for? What for? I work for gas money. He works for gas money?
Gas is so expensive.
Expensive gas.
It's too expensive.
I can't afford it.
Why don't you take public transportation?
Now, why on earth would I do that?
It is National Dump the Pump Day.
Celebrate National Dump the Pump Day.
Pump. How's your pump?
National Dump the Pump Day. Showtime.
What the hell does that mean? Dump
I
the pump.
don't know.
That's one of the dumbest days.
There's a bunch of those every year. Of like, what does this mean?
So, did you get to check QD for the gas price today?
Yeah, I mentioned it on the air. We talked about it.
What's wrong with my memory?
I'm not sure. I said it was it's basically $3.04 if you've got their thing.
Almost below 3. Okay, now I know where Dump the Pump came from. We're at 8:15. We've been talking for days. Rich has been expecting some big weather, and it's right on our doorstep.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Earnest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Earnest, 334-279-7431. Earnest Financial, LLC.
Okay, we've got a new tornado watch that covers a big chunk of the state, and it goes right up to the Montgomery County line. So does that mean we're safe in Montgomery? No, I mean, you can't delineate stuff like that. But Lowndes County is included, Crenshaw County is included, Covington County is included. Now, here in the metro, Montgomery, Elmore, and Autauga are not included. But will they eventually be included in this watch? If I'm a betting man, I say yes. Spin up tornadoes from the remnants of Arthur. The remnants of Arthur are right now in Louisiana. There are several tornado warnings. I'm seeing boxes all over South Mississippi right now, from north of Slidell, Louisiana, all the way into almost the Hattiesburg general area. In fact, just past Hattiesburg, almost to the Alabama line. We're seeing tornado warnings already. Flood watch today through Friday. Periods of rain and thunderstorms into Friday. Local torrential downpours, excessive rainfall totals, crazy rainfall totals. Risk of tropical spin-up tornadoes, as I mentioned. By the way, in this new watch, the Weather Service said several tornadoes, that's the word they use, several tornadoes are likely. They said wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour in some of the thunderstorm damaging wind gusts and up to half-inch size hail. So that's a pretty big deal. And that's till 5 o'clock, that particular watch. And we'll be watching for other alerts as the day goes on. So wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour. As a matter of fact, we're gusting to 29 out at the airport right now. And today's high around 81. In fact, it won't change much. We're at 80 right now. Tonight's low 73. And then on Friday's high up to about 85. So right now this morning, we have a dew point of 78. Light rain falling out at the airport. Winds out of the southwest at 17, gusting to 29 miles per hour. Temperature is 80. The time, 8:17.
All right. How about a stand-up standoff?
Sure.
Yeah.
We got two cuts. John Heffron is our opener. And the topic in advance of Father's Day is dads.
I don't know what kind of swing set you guys had growing up, but my swing set sucked, right? Because my dad put it together for us, and every time we swung on it, one pole would come right out of the grass. Because your dad do such a crap job cementing it in. You'd actually swing on it, then see the swing set above you. Bees and wasps would always come out of that top tube. When I'm getting gas, his dad pulls up, and you can tell the guy's on vacation because he's got all these big dad veins popping out of his face. He's in this SUV. His kids stay in the far back. One kid is playing a video game. The other kid is flipping through satellite TV. And the whole time I'm thinking, holy crap, people, can you imagine what it'd be like traveling with your own family in that situation? Could you imagine being so far back from your dad that he couldn't smack you at any given time? All kids are just taunting their dads from back there. Hey, Dad, we just spilled something. Car company should make a hand that goes on the seat in front of the kid. It just goes like that. Dad could have a little button he hits. Pop, 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 pop. What?
I remember those backyard swing sets where the pole is
come out of the ground.
Yeah.
Dad, I think we got a problem here.
Some of those were playground swing sets,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. By the way, the fastest way to engage your inner child, if you're in a park and there's a swing set, it's big, not the little ones that the kids get in, the babies, but an adult that will accommodate the adult-sized keister. Do it, because it really is, it's very calming.
It's freeing. It
big
frees
one.
you.
Yeah, it's
I got a swing in the backyard.
Frees you. Is that
Yeah.
right? That's just-
It's not one of those swings you get at the store on 31, is it? I've heard about those.
I wouldn't put that in the backyard.
You know, if you got lots of privacy.
A couple years back, I picked them up at Sam's, actually, and it's a tube. It's a round base that has rope all whatever on the, so you sit in that, and then it's rope that goes up and you wrap it around a tree branch, and you just kind of swing back and forth. So yeah, I got a nice big tree out there. I set that up, and yeah, it's nice. It is not nice during this time of year. I don't go out there to listen to the cicadas, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
But when it cools down, when you have a nice moment of not mosquitoes and not cicadas, and it's just kind of breezy or something, it's real nice to sit out there and swing a little bit.
All right, we'll have more on backyard swinging with Jay Andrich.
I didn't know he was a swinger.
Well, Jay doesn't tell us much about Jay. He has many secrets. All right, our second stand-up comic is Roy Wood Jr. on People Have Too Many Kids.
That's the hustle in this country. You don't want to pay for childcare, have all your kids in a group, and just take them on TV. Look at all these babies we had at one time. And people give you money, they give you snacks, they call the number and everything. I don't give money because most people that have that many kids at once, it's because they have fertility, they took fertility pills, which is fine. You want to take a pill to have a kid, fine, take a pill. But if you have more kids than you can afford to keep, not my fault. Don't get on TV begging for snacks First of all, why do you have to keep all the kids? Where is that a written rule? You just met them kids. Pick 2 or 3. You don't know these kids. I don't know. I don't know which baby to keep. Let America vote. Put the kids on TV and put a number and let Craig Robinson host it. Welcome back to Las Vegas, London. I'm just saying, it's a double standard in America because we only care about groups of kids that are in need if they're all wearing the same shirt. 6 kids at one time, you get free stuff from Oprah. 6 kids, 5 different men, you're on Maury Povich for a paternity test.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. I thought I like the first guy better.
Yeah, I like the nostalgia button here. But 22 minutes after 8 o'clock, we will get back with Skipper in the traffic dungeon in just a moment. A reminder that for those who are, in fact, I'm going to play the Inside a Woman's Head clip about what to get dad. But I've got a suggestion that may solve all of those issues or for any other gift-giving purposes, and that is Brian Jewelry in Prattville. First of all, if Dad's a big football fan, check out the showcases they have that are filled with War Eagle Roll Tide merchandise. You may find something there that just really hits the hot button. But they can also design something if you're a super patriot. And I think most of our listeners wear that with pride. Celebrate with America 250 and something of a personal design at Brian Jewelry because they can do that. That would be really cool to have something like that on the 4th of July. But for birthdays, anniversaries, retirements, whatever the occasion, if they make a card for that occasion at Hallmark, then Brian Jewelry makes an item that will go perfectly for it. They're in their 3rd generation, almost 80 years now. Think about that. Lynn Bryan leads the team, where many a person who's come in just absolutely clueless as to what to get or what to do, through the healing powers and wisdom of the staff at Brian Jewelry, come up with just the right idea. So visit them at 1778 East Main in Prattville to consult in person. But before you go, visit them online at brianjewelry.com. Click the members link. That will allow you to save $100 on any purchase of $200 or more. You also have options like a 0% Synchrony luxury account for qualified customers. And whatever you buy, free care and cleaning for the lifetime of your purchase. That's Brian Jewelry, again, 1778 East Main in Prattville. And on the dilemma of what to get dad, we bring back Gail.
And now it's time for another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
Father's Day again. And again, I have no good gift ideas. I can't get him clothing because no matter what I give him, he'll still be wearing the shirt with the penguin logo and the pants he got when front pleats were still in. I can't get him running shoes because he never gets his jog on. The pair he has now don't even have a scuff on him, and it's not like he's going to be playing hoops anytime soon. The last time he caught air was when he tripped over the ottoman. I could get him booze. Oh, but my mom would just drink it all, and then he would end up having to deal with that mess. It's my annual agony of what to get the man who does nothing. Maybe I'll just mail order this barbecue apron that says, "Tell me when the food's ready." I bet he wishes he had a son.
And that was another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Well, we got rain moving into the area, and we definitely got a couple of accidents already. 31 at Highway 80. Mobile Highway at Highway 80. Use caution there. I-85 northbound right near Forest Avenue. We have an accident there that is slowing traffic. Please use caution. We will keep you updated. Light to mostly moderate building traffic everywhere else. Davis Door and Sash has quality replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials by mentioning this ad. Visit DavisDoorandSashAlabama.com, 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
1819 News.
Now that the primary runoff races are over for both parties, there are some polling companies who need to be held accountable when it comes to their accurate or inaccurate polling numbers. In the Republican runoff race for the U.S. Senate, Jared Hudson and Barry Moore were up against each other. Moore was ultimately victorious over Hudson with 56% of the runoff votes and Hudson getting 44%. The Remington Research Group poll that was commissioned by the Alabama Conservative PAC predicted that Hudson would win by a 1 to 4 point lead over Moore. Clearly that poll was off. The Club for Growth Action poll gave Moore a 17-point lead, with the final lead being 12 points. And polling from Coefficient, which is a political analytics firm, gave Moore a 7-point lead over Hudson in their poll, and they did allow for 17% who were still undecided. In the lieutenant governor's runoff race between Republican John Wall and Wes Allen, the Alabama poll gave the win to Allen by 3 points, which was also clearly off. Wall handily won by 57% over Allen's 47%. And Strategy Management conducted a poll giving Allen the lead by 1 percentage point, which also was a fail. The Alabama poll turns out to be the most unreliable in getting a correct read on voters' intentions. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
The news cycle can be overwhelming, to say the least. Andrea Tice cuts through all the noise with the Daily Detail from 1819 News, Alabama and national news in just 10 to 15 minutes. What you need to know before you start your day. Find the Daily Detail wherever you get your podcast.
The suspect in a fatal stabbing that occurred on board a bus in Bessemer has now been identified. 35-year-old Pierre Askew of New Orleans is now charged with murder and attempted murder after he attacked 4 people and killed 22-year-old Daryl Sutton. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama Sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you can help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at alabamasheriffsyouthranches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. Live, local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
It's June 18th, the greatest day ever.
On the 18th of June, 1983, blasting off aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger, Sally Ride became the first American woman to travel into space. This momentous occasion taught men everywhere a valuable lesson. When a woman says she needs space, you'd best give it to her. Have a great June 18th, the greatest day ever.
Shortwave, take it down, quick. What's it say? Shut up.
That's how we get your attention on the show. We have a traffic report.
Yeah, thank you for calling us. And by the way, I asked Wiley about the hot salt frying, and he's going to turn us on to that at some point.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
so we can try something
as long
that's
as it's not prunes.
hot salt fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what'll bring us hot fried stewed prunes.
Now, he called just a little bit into the break that we just came out of and said that it had just happened, 85 North, just before Jackson Hospital, said it's backed up all the way to the interchange because authorities are on the scene right now trying to work through that, but it's backed that traffic up bad.
All right, and that takes us right to...
Mr. Electric presents the most electrifying story of the day. For service, installation, and upfront pricing, call Mr. Electric at 334-245-1566. Here with today's high voltage news, it's Greg Budell.
Well, I was going to use this feature to talk about somebody who's been determined to be one of the key leaker of documents in the Trump administration, but I'll save that for this afternoon. But just remember the name, Mike Pence. Instead, Skipper just posted this, and I want to read it because I think this will resonate with our listeners, and it's something that really needs to be addressed. To whom it may concern, I really enjoy my job doing traffic and letting people know about accidents to help them with their drive as a feel-good gig. I listen to the scanner over 6 hours a day. People who have accidents are waiting unbelievable amounts of time to get help. This has been the trend over the last couple of years under our current Montgomery government. That means you, Mayor Reed. I've seen so many people marooned on the side of the road. I've watched accidents sit on the side of the road for hours. He wrote this yesterday. An accident at Technicenter Drive and Atlanta Highway sat for over 3 hours. The accident was there when we started afternoon traffic and was still there at 6. No police on the scene. It's not uncommon. We see this all the time. Accidents off the road or sitting on the side of the road for hours. No police. I've also experienced accidents with injuries where you have the fire department and medics work the accident and leave, vehicles sit, no police. One morning, a member of the Skywatch team was hit by another vehicle. He messaged me to call the police. I did and was told to have someone from the accident to call. I had all the info. Dispatcher didn't want it. I relayed the information to the Skywatch member. They called. No police officer ever showed. Finally, a sheriff officer came by and helped. He goes on to say, do not have an accident in Montgomery. You will sit and wait. Occasionally, officers will get to the scene in a reasonable amount of time, but again, that's occasionally. In Prattville, I see accidents, some moderate, sometimes worse, get cleaned up. Excuse me, this thing skipped on me here. In Prattville, I see accidents, some moderate, sometimes worse, get cleaned up and removed in around 30 minutes. Officers on the scene quickly. Same for Millbrook and Wetumpka. Montgomery, it's a waiting game until drivers either leave, and a lot do, or sit it out. Montgomery drivers deserve better than what we get for our tax dollars. I do not blame the officers. Based on what I hear, they're just not enough. We hear about recruiting, but where are the cops? I've also heard dispatchers run down a list of codes, everything from robberies to fights, domestic issues, and accidents, then request any available units, and all those calls have to wait until someone is found to go to the scene. Please share and call your council person. We have a problem with response to accidents. And we've heard many times, too, about 911. No answer.
Yeah, unlisted number.
Unacceptable.
Unlisted number.
We also have a lack of police problem that is being ignored. And it certainly is. No person should have to sit for hours after being in an accident, even if it's minor. And he wrote this saying, I feel a little bit defeated today, but you know what? How long have we been talking about this? This is not a recent occurrence. We've been talking about the lack of police for years. In the wake of defund the police, we didn't announce that here. We just did it stealthily.
I think there's a couple of officers that are assigned to accidents, and they can't handle the loads.
No. And there's nobody there when you see some of the crazy ass driving that goes on in this town. There's never a cop to pull them over and put an end, or at least try to put an end to that behavior. This is a serious thing. Yet, and I've been here 20 years now, and I hate to complain because I chose to stay here. I love the people here. But the leadership sucks. And I'm not buying that crime is down. I'm not buying we don't have the money. Bull. I can't wait till Senator Tuberville is Governor Tuberville, and he brings in, what's the term he used? The cavalry.
The cavalry, yeah.
But we need it now. Can't wait till January 1st. This is absolutely unacceptable and ridiculous, and we should be raising more hell about it. But I know we've been complaining and writing and doing all of this stuff for as I said, for years. And what do we see our mayor doing? Well, he's standing next to Gavin Newsom.
He's in California.
And that's a bad joke on everybody. Yet, somehow, my gut tells me if the election were tomorrow, he'd win again. And I have no explanation for that. Mr. Electric, they're the company. You know, anything involving electricity, you want to make sure you've got the best and most qualified people to take care of it, whether it's an installation, a repair, or solving a mystery. Sometimes an outlet will be doing things. Don't wait to figure it out. Call Mr. Electric at 844-773-8227 and get somebody on the scene quickly. Just read the reviews. I have one in there somewhere because they've done some great stuff for me as well. But whether it's kitchen, bedroom, overall house, maybe you've got an old fuse panel that's been, don't let those things sit because those are the ones that become fires, and electrical fires are absolutely the worst in terms of destruction. So partner up with them. Visit MrElectric.com, residential, commercial, they do it all. They also have some good tips on the website at MrElectric.com, and you can book online as well for Mr. Electric. 839.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
and south of Montgomery County.
No, it doesn't end south of Montgomery County. It's west of us here, and it goes up to the county line.
My error.
Yeah.
Is it possible they will move that
Oh,
further
yeah.
east?
Yeah. Just because it ends at our county line right now, does that mean we're not going to see a tornado watch day? No, I expect one, definitely. This one could be extended, or a new one later will include the rest of us.
Okay. All the Rainius, I want to thank those who joined us at Baumhauer's last night and enjoyed some of the summer menu there. Visit Baumhauers.com and take a look at all the ways you can celebrate summer at Baumhauer's Victory Grill.
Traffic is brought to you by Victoryland. The winning is 24/7 at Victoryland. Go where the winners go every day, and you can be a winner too. Victoryland, I-85, exit 22 shorter, admission 19 and over.
8:42. Light rain.
We had an accident just a little bit ago on I-85 northbound right near Forest Avenue and Jackson Hospital. They have moved all those accident vehicles off on the right. All the lanes are now open, but we have a big backup of traffic struggling to get through there. If you're in it, it is moving. We also have an accident with possible injury. Highway 31 at Highway 80. That's Mobile Highway at Selma Highway. Busy building traffic all over the area. We'll keep you updated. At McKenna Nissan, you can save up to $6,000 off Pathfinders, up to $5,000 on Rogues. At the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
I suffered with plantar fasciitis for almost 20 years. I would try drugstore insoles and supports.
If you suffer with plantar fasciitis, we know the search for pain relief can feel like a hopeless ordeal.
I've been through surgeries, foot injections. I thought that foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life.
At the Good Feet store, we hear stories every day of all kinds of cheap inserts, expensive shoes, and other failed remedies people have tried that just didn't work.
I was trying all different things. Not a single one worked. And then I was driving past the Good Feet store, and I thought, why not? Give it a try. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet. Then it was like, okay, this is different. These make a difference.
I'm so glad I met Good Feet. It changed my life.
Don't lose hope. Give the Good Feet store a try.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
He mows the lawn now in shorts and black socks. He swears like a sailor when he runs over a rock. And that's my dad. Real goober, that's my dad. Each night after dinner, he loosens his pants. If you think that looks funny, you should see him dance. And that's my dad. He married my mother. That's my dad. Father's Day time. We ask him what he wants for Father's Day. For Father's Day. He He says, I wish you would go away. He likes to tell stories about his young good days. When he walked to school now, it was uphill both ways. And that's my dad. He's a total goober. That's my dad.
Uncle Chi-Chi helped me be a better dad this morning. He told me when I first came in what was going on in New Orleans.
Yeah.
That your service at home was. So I reached out to Janelle and told her what you had said and are you okay? And she said, we were up all night.
Yeah.
Phone alerts every hour.
Tornado sirens probably too.
The dog, Easy, was terrified by the lightning.
Yep.
And we are very tired this morning. Laughing out loud, but we're okay.
Yeah. So I told you that it was in the 4 o'clock hour, my siren went off 14 times for the New Orleans area.
And that's the kind of fun we can expect around here. Now, you think you might be coming back later today?
Oh, yeah, I'll have to. The Weather Service on this tornado situation, this tropical tornado threat says several tornadoes are possible. And right now, looking at the number of warnings out of Mississippi, I would say that's probably true. By the way, you were talking about that tornado yesterday that people are wondering about, talking about. This is what the National Weather Service said in our chat session, 8:24 p.m. last night. We issued a special weather statement on that Montgomery cluster of funnel clouds, spinny showers. We have videos of funnel clouds along the Lowndes-Montgomery County line earlier, but no radar confirmation of a tornado and no current damage reports from either county. So that's what the Weather Service has said about that.
Yeah, they said the no houses were hit, but a lot of tree limbs and stuff.
Yeah.
But you can get that in a downdraft too, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, yesterday was kind of a sneak preview of what to expect later today. I really don't have a classic collection of Morning Maroon nominees like we usually do.
Yeah.
Like a guy getting arrested for drunk driving, picking up a guy who was already arrested for drunk driving. None of those. They're a little more complicated today. Brought to you by J&J Power Sports Outdoors. This one, though, has a happy ending. A 20-year-old Illinois man named Yug Chowan, facing 2 felony charges after participating in a scheme that targeted a 79-year-old widow. Scammers convinced the woman her Social Security number was linked to terrorism, and she needed to convert her savings to gold for law enforcement tracking. When she wired $700,000 to Grand Rapids Coins, owner Bed Soldat became suspicious of her urgency and confusion, then contacted Kent County sheriffs. Detectives confirmed the scam and arranged for an undercover officer disguised as an elderly woman to deliver chocolate gold coins to this guy named Yug. He was arrested and is being held on $100,000 bond plus an ICE detainer. You see, they're out there to, if this guy doesn't sneak in, he's not here to scam this poor old lady. Each felony charge carries up to 20 years in prison. Investigators believe the scheme originated overseas, but they certainly had a contact here. So, I mean, the guy was doing a very evil thing, but they caught him using chocolate gold coins.
Yeah. That's a follow-up to our gold coin story from the other day.
Yes. Yeah. This one's kind of dark. You may have heard about this story. Instructors who failed to attach safety equipment to a bungee jumper.
Oh, God.
Who plummeted 130 feet from the Skeleton Bridge. This is a foreign one. And they did toss her head first. Did anybody check to make sure the safety was on? They've all been arrested.
Wow.
We have a knucklehead who moved a 1-month-old pony named Mile to the 4th floor of an apartment building in Croatia.
Why?
Well, the pony's mommy abandoned him.
Aw.
But that's no reason to throw him up on the 4th floor of the building. The pony required life-saving surgery for a serious infection in Slovenia with treatment costs covered by public donations. So there's a little good news in that one too.
Yeah.
Nice people.
Yeah.
And the other one is kind of it's happened in multiple cities, but for some reason, hyped up teeny weenies are taking their e-bikes and marauding them through Walmart stores. It's been happening especially in California. Now they're looking for two teens that rode through a Walmart on their e-bikes. Footage online shows them speeding through the aisles while a shopper yells at them. It's unclear if they did any damage, but they nearly hit a few customers, including the wife and daughter of a shopper named Vince. And I wouldn't want to mess around with any guy named Vince. They tend to be Italian and tough. Ironically, this guy happened to be using a mobility scooter, and he knocked down a display of products to stop them. They messed with the wrong guy. Anyway, I don't think we'll see that here. But, of course, we can always call the police and wait 3 hours for
them to show up. Yeah.
So that's the collection. I think the guy named Yug, who was tricked with the chocolate-covered gold coins.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
Yug.
The dumbest. Yug.
What an imbecile. What an ultramaroon.
Absolutely. This will be our final traffic update with Skipper this morning.
Well, if you're on I-85 northbound, you may still be moving slow out of the interchange. We had an accident near Forest Avenue. That one has been moved out of the way. All lanes are now open, but it's taken 85 northbound a little time to clear. Also, Highway 31, Mobile Highway, and Highway 80, Selma Highway. We had an accident with possible injury there earlier. Please be safe. Traffic's still very busy, and we got rain in the area. Imagine graduating high school with your college degree already in your hand. That's the power of early college at Trenton State Community College. No debt, no delay, just a college degree. Go to trentumstate.edu for more information. Buckle up with Jim Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Dewan Walker has been an Alabama Power customer since 1999.
We're being squeezed on every side. We hear about Alabama Power freezing their rates. That's the best news we can get. Alabama Power rate freeze will provide real relief for Alabama working families. Alabama Power is protecting their customers by making data centers pay their full costs. It makes me feel at peace. Alabama Power is really stepping up and doing what's right for customers.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we saw a bunch of patients last month. Almost none came because of an ad. They came because something happened. A fight with a wife who finally said, "Get help." A breakup. A new relationship that made them aware of things they used to ignore. A photo a friend tagged them in. One guy said he just stared at himself in the mirror. And that was enough. If today's your day, call right now. 334-440-3663. I'm Dr. Smith, urologist and advisor to Montgomery Men's Health. Built on almost 15 years of treating men in Alabama, one patient at a time. Dedicated to ED, low T, and male performance. Here's what happens when you call. We book you this week. We'll get a lab in an hour. For ED, we walk you through your real options at the same visit. A plan before you leave. Don't let today turn into next year. Call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
This is Alice of Independent Glass. We advertise with Blue Water Broadcasting, and we get great results. If you want results like we get, you need to go with Blue Water.
Radio works. It's as simple as that. Call us to find out how radio can work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Sunday. Father's Day and the summer solstice collide in one massive celebration. It's the longest day of the year. Watch Dad as he absorbs maximum daylight with minimum effort. No mowing the lawn, no doing chores. Let him drink beer and eat fried foods and make absolutely no plans whatsoever. The sun may reach its highest point in the sky, but Dad's feet will reach their highest point in the recliner. It's the summer solstice. It's Father's Day. Sunday.
Just want to mention, been good friends with Jeff Melanson at Georgia Floors Direct for many, many years. And going all the way back to Opal, they got their feet wet. No, I guess the pun was intended. I'm sorry. In helping people replace flooring that's damaged by flooding.
Sure. Yes.
So I'm just saying now, in case you do end up with water in the house or a need for a fast turnaround of floor repair.
Yeah.
Remember our friend Jeff and his team at Georgia Floors Direct on the Boulevard across from Lowe's, because they've been helping people with those kind of emergency situations. Just in case. We hope not. And nobody more than Jeff does not want something bad to happen to you if it brings him business. He's just not wired that way. But since we are expecting copious amounts of rain, I thought I'd mention that. And it looks like you and I might be doing an encore of our great show a few weeks ago.
I
We
think
had that wild afternoon.
it may start even before that. I'm not sure exactly when we will be under the gun here locally, but it is going to happen, and it's going to be a big deal. Our weather app will keep you on top of the action. If you don't have it, go to the App Store and search Rich Thomas Weather and turn on notifications. You'll actually hear my voice coming out of your phone telling you you're under a tornado warning or a tornado watch or a flood warning. But there will be some flood warnings. Excessive rainfall amounts are in our future with the remnants of Arthur.
Normally, we'd be doing one of our very popular Idiocracy shows with David Blackman on Thursday, but he told me on Monday that he was not going to be available today.
Well, that's probably a good thing. Huh?
And I was disappointed. Well, yeah, I was disappointed, but maybe it was all God's plan.
Right.
The way things seem to be working out. Do you think it's possible?
No.
Well, you don't think anything is possible. All right, how about a touching good news story here at the end?
Sure.
A woman in New York gave her 91-year-old grandmother a wonderful surprise by showing her a never-before-seen video of her wedding from 1955.
Wow.
The footage had been hidden away for years, was just recently discovered. It allowed this woman to relive her wedding day for the first time in 70 years. This is beautiful.
I never knew there were pictures. Wow. Everything's so serious. Oh, I don't know how pretty that dress was. I picked that dress out in Chicago by myself. Look at all the hair Al had. Wow. And then they take us around town.
The whole town?
It's only one sign. Oh, Al's black book.
What is that?
His addresses of his girlfriends.
Oh, really? What do you burn?
It was empty.
And I don't know why I thought of Jay when a 6-year-old kid in Norway was digging around on a school field trip when he found a 1,300-year-old sword.
Wow.
Buried in the ground. What's the legend with the sword that's buried in the ground?
Sword in the stone?
Something like that?
That was the whole King Arthur thing, yeah. He who pulls the sword from the stone is destined to be king or whatever.
Well, I had a little contest in my head, and I thought, which of the three of us would be most likely to yank a 1,300-year-old sword out of the ground? And in Prattville, the backwoods up where you are.
The backwoods. Yeah, the backwoods. The backwoods up where I am.
Near his swing.
There you go.
Swing, yeah. In the preferred community.
All right, Alabama Unfiltered with Scott Beeson, Sky Mosley. They're coming up next. Joey at noon, and it looks like Rich could be partnering up with everybody at some point today. Stay tuned for the fastest and most reliable weather information.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is